Dear students, how are you? Hope all of you are well to stay at home. Dear students, do you have finished your previous homework? Yes. We have started a new chapter, chapter 8. The name of the chapter is Bangladesh and her citizens. Today we will start lesson 3. That means citizen and concept of citizenship. Firstly, we will know about who are citizens. The permanent This is the common feature of a citizen. The permanent residents of a state are called citizen. But now present world, this concept is changed. Now we can say a citizen gets citizenship according to the identity of the states. Now we will see the 4 features of citizen. How can a person get citizenship? How can a person get to be a citizen in a country? Firstly, 4 features of the citizen. Firstly, he has to be a permanent resident. He has to be a permanent member of a state. Secondly, allegiance to the state. Thirdly, to enjoy political and social rights from the state. Political and social rights to the state. And lastly, to performs duties and responsibilities to the state. So these 4 features are very important to be a citizen. Firstly, to be a permanent member of a state, one person should be a permanent member of a state. Secondly, allegiance to the state. He should be allegiance to the state. And thirdly, to enjoy political and social rights to the state. And lastly, to perform duties and responsibilities to the state. So, as the citizen of Bangladesh, all of us have the identity of Bangladesh for citizenship. Bangladesh is our state. So, we are the citizen of Bangladesh. Dear students, we all of are by born, we are all of are to be a permanent member of a state. So, we are the citizen of Bangladesh. Now, we will see some people live in this country, but they are not the citizen of the state. How can? They are foreigners. Besides the inhabitants of our own country, many people of different countries also live in state. They live for many purposes like as education, business, job. They are known as foreigners. So, who are foreigners? Those people who live in this country for many reasons like as education, business, service. So, they do not live permanently. They live in this country temporarily, so we can known as they as foreigners. They can enjoy only the social right. They do not enjoy the political rights. Those who are not citizen in the country, they do not enjoy the political rights. They also enjoy the social rights of the country. So, is it clear who are citizen and how can the main features, 4 features to be a citizen? Now, we will go to the lesson 4. Today we will read only lesson 3 and lesson 4. Lesson 3, citizen and concept of citizenship, and lesson 4, methods of acquiring citizenship. Normally, we can know that the inhabitants, though live in the country, are called citizen. But citizenship is the national identity of the inhabitants of a person. A person can get his identity certain the state. There are two methods. How can a person get citizenship? Citizenship, we can see two methods. Firstly, by born, and second, formal grant. Though we are born in this country, so normally we are the citizen of this country, we are the citizen of Bangladesh. So those who acquire citizenship by birth are citizen, and those who acquire citizenship by formal grant, they are also the citizen of this country. Now we can see the details method of the acquiring citizenship. Now we will see the acquiring citizenship by birth is based on two principles. Firstly, jus sanguinis and jus soli. This is the new words for us, jus sanguinis and jus soli. What is jus sanguinis? According to the principle, the child will be the citizen of the state where its parents are citizen. Where our parents are citizen, we are normally automatically the citizen of this country. So if the child of any parents is born in a foreign country, he will be the citizen of the country of his parents. So is it clear? Jus sanguinis. Jus sanguinis, citizenship acquired by the parents. According to the principle, the child will be the citizen of those country where its parents are citizen. So if the child of any parents is born in a foreign country, he will be the citizen of that country. Most of the countries of the world follow these principles. That means we are the citizen of Bangladesh because our parents are the citizen of Bangladesh. You are the citizen of Bangladesh because your parents are the citizen of Bangladesh. This is jus sanguinis. This citizenship get any person automatically. Okay. Secondly, jus soli. Jus soli is the principle. According to this principle, the child will be the citizen of that country where he is born. That means your birthplace is the where you born, you get the citizenship of that place. That means if I was born in America, I got the citizenship of America, and then I have got two citizenship. That means where I born and my parents' citizenship. So I have two citizenship. According to the principle, this principle depends on the place of birth. According to this principle, if a child of Bangladeshi parents is born in the United States of America, he will be an American citizen. So is it clear? If any child born in United States of America, he will be an American citizenship, and he also get the citizenship of his parents' country. So he or she has two citizenship. Now we'll see the formal grant. In this method, a citizen of one country is to apply for obtaining the citizenship of the other country. A person will get citizenship of a state if he marries any citizen of a state, purchases property of the state, lives in that state for long time, joins in any job. Previous time I told you that some peoples of our country live for temporarily purposes by job, purposes business. So we call them foreigner. These foreigners can get citizenship by formal grant. Like as if marriage, buy property, living long time, good character, and possesses high efficiency, takes a political asylum, a person can achieve citizenship by grant fulfilling one or more condition methods above. He will enjoy almost equal facilities like the citizen of the country. Now we will discuss with you how can a person get dual citizenship. Dual citizenship means a person can get 1, 2 or thrice citizenship. How can dual? This is called dual citizenship. If a person gets citizenship of two countries, it is called dual citizenship. We say last time that one person can get citizenship two types. If he or she born in another country, he will get according to the principle of jus soli, he get the citizenship, and according to the principle of jus sanguinis, he will get another citizenship. Okay. If a child, any Bangladeshi parents, is born in the USA, he will automatically get citizenship of that country. That means this is the principle of jus soli, because this child is born in the USA. According to the jus sanguinis, his parents is the citizenship of parents gets the citizenship of Bangladesh, so he gets the citizenship of Bangladesh. On the other hand, he is also a citizen of Bangladesh for having Bangladeshi parents. So it is clear. Dual citizenship means if a person gets citizenship of two countries. If a child of any Bangladeshi parents is born in the USA, he will automatically get citizenship of that country. On the other hand, he is also a citizen of Bangladesh for having Bangladeshi parents. So, dear students, that's all for today. You will enjoy the video and follow the worksheet that is uploaded on our website, and read the textbook thoroughly and complete the worksheet. So, thank you very much for having with us.